Hey everybody, June Simmons back for day 55. 55 of the Business Games 100-day video challenge. And today we're on step 3, buying your way in with traffic that you control out of the Traffic Secrets book. So in a perfect world, every one of your Dream 100 would say yes, that they would promote you to their audiences on all their platforms daily. You get unlimited free traffic and you would never have to risk any money on ads, and business would be really easy. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way. Typically, if you contact all the 100 people on your list, usually you get about 30 that'll say yes. They will help, and then usually only 10 people will actually do any real promoting. Sometimes they're too busy or get caught at a bad time, while other times they might have a competing product. Honestly, sometimes they just look at you like their competitor, or maybe they just flat out hate you. And that's okay too. Just because you can't get them to promote you for free doesn't mean you still can't get in front of their audience by running paid traffic. Yes, you can even get in front of the audiences of the people who hate you. However, when I got started over 15 years ago and I was trying to sell my potato gun DVDs and other products I had created, this wasn't an option. You had to work your way in, and if the person who controlled the traffic said no, you had no other option. But now, thanks to Facebook and Salesvision Network and all the other social platforms, you can usually target the followings of your Dream 100 and show ads directly to them. Yep, that means that before Tony ever did the live interview and promoted Expert Secrets on his page, I'd spent a decade buying ads on Facebook that only showed up to his followers. Now, while I'm digging my well and building relationships with people, at the same time, I'm buying my way into their audiences. I do this for a few reasons. First, it's faster. Paid ads can give you immediate feedback. I can turn an ad on and within minutes have people flooding into my funnels. Second, it gives me the ability to test out different hooks and see what things people in each of my Dream 100 audiences are clicking on. Before I did the interview with Tony, we tested dozens of headlines and images and ideas with his audiences and ads and saw what things got the most clicks and engagement. Then, when I had the opportunity to be interviewed by Tony, I knew what his people actually wanted to hear, and I could craft my message around that. Third, 90% of my Dream 100 will likely never actively promote me on their own. But I still want to get in front of their audiences, and this is the only way. It's not as powerful as an endorsed promotion, but it's the second best thing. Fourth, paid ads are how you scale a company fast. My number one goal with every funnel I create is to have a break-even funnel where for each dollar we put into paid ads, we get at least $1 back. You see, this is the big secret, and I share it in .com Secrets, which has proven with the launch of ClickFunnels. About a year after we launched ClickFunnels, we were approached by the first big venture capitalist company who wanted to give us funding. They were funded by Boise software startup and wanted to add another hyper-growth company into their portfolio. I went to lunch with one of the partners of the company to find out what they had in mind. I went to lunch with one of the partners in the company to find out what they had in mind. As we started eating, he started to ask me questions that I had seen so many times while watching Shark Tank. How much money does it cost you to acquire a customer? I smiled, knowing he wouldn't understand my answer, and then said, well, we're paying about $250 to get a free ClickFunnels trial. But we turned those ads off. Wait, what? This is a great cost per acquisition with those numbers. If you if we were to give you $10 million, we could help add another 40,000 members. Not only would it make you worth a lot more, but we could also take on another round of funding afterwards. I stuttered a little and then explained we actually turned them off because I'm paying for the ads out of my own pocket. I don't have the luxury to go $10 million in debt to get 40,000 customers. Every customer I bring in needs to be profitable from day one. Then I showed him the .com secret book funnel and explained while it cost me about $23 on average in ads to sell a book, we actually made over $37 on average from every person who bought the book. Wait, that makes no sense. How do you make $37 selling a free book? You only charge $7.95 shipping and handling. I laughed and said, that's the big secret of a funnel. People pay me $7.95 for each book, but then we upsell our courses after they buy the book. I went on to explain the concept further I'm about to do for you right now. Because we can get lost in the weeds with numbers, I've broken it down to simple as possible into 4 steps a customer goes through. Be sure to reference the figures as you read through this a few times until you grasp the average cart value works. Number 1, the product. Number 2, the order form bump. Number 3, the one-time offer. And then the one-time offer number 2. I don't have time to finish all this. I was trying to kind of hurry through it. So anyways, he explained all that to him. And then he said, when you do the math and add all the orders, we average $37.71 in total sales for each book that has sold. We call the number the average cart value, or ACV. After the customer bought the book, we used a follow-up funnel via emails, retargeting, messenger, and other follow-up tools to introduce them to ClickFunnels over 90 days. Because we acquired the customer profitably with our funnels before we even shown our software, we got a customer first and made a profit before we ever introduced them to our core product. Pretty smart. That's how we've been growing so fast without any outside funding. He sat there for a minute and then he said, if what you're saying is true, this will change business as we know it forever. Okay, my time's almost up, you guys. I smiled and told him, yep, that's the message that I've been called to bring to the world. Okay, so that's all I can do for today. And I'll be back for tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. And if you're watching on Facebook, leave me a comment, leave me some loves, and continue to follow my journey. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.